Bless y'all. Thank you so much, Sister Sharon. I appreciate you. Such a blessing to see all of y'all here. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited.
Yeah!
I love to see my people doing so positive. So much love, much love. This is a piece I wrote specifically for this event, so I hope you enjoy it. But I'm going to need a little bit of audience participation.
All right.
So
Okay.
I'd love to get everybody involved, all right? So when I raise my fist, I want you to say, what are we waiting for? All right?
Okay.
So let's try it.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for?
All right. The world is waiting on our contribution.
What are we waiting for?
The children are waiting on our contribution.
What are we waiting for?
Our neighbors are waiting on our contribution.
What are we waiting for?
Our communities are waiting on our contribution.
What are we waiting for?
The future depends on our contribution.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know if you've noticed, but we are currently crowded in a city where violence rips through the air like a song that never stops playing. It's no longer concentrated within the four corners of one block like our teachers taught us to color inside of the lines. But instead, somebody's crayon, which was a colorful red hue blend of 22 AK-45 that slipped outside of the line and spilled, leaving a trail of blood running through the city. Leaving some souls angry and others like it's no biggie, shooting blankly, boldly, and blindly. And it's scary to think that someone could shoot so briskly, walk off calmly, march carefree, thinking that is the definition of bravery. And in a place where violence seems to be everywhere, it's so easy to feel that you're not safe anywhere anymore. Not even in our own home. Inside of school, outside of churches. And speaking of churches, that churches on Hosted seems to be getting more business than our worship place churches. Instead, that line wraps around churches chicken twice. I mean, being so conveniently placed across the street from a funeral home that never seems to be closed. Funeral homes are popping up like McDonald's. And it's like every day we are burying our babies. The old folks always say that to them when they were young, it was strange to hear about a child who died before his parents. And now it seems we've become all too numb to mothers burying their babies. When it seems like just yesterday she was birthing her baby into this world, bringing him home, and now he's headed home. Our world is so distorted, blurred, pixelated. To paint a picture how perplexing things are for us today, it's like asking a child what he wants to be when he grows old. And the child saying, more than anything, Mommy, I just want to be alive. When did growing older become a privilege? Like winning the lottery, hoping that they hold on to your ticking ticket, hoping they pick it to save you. It's far too easy for certain communities to be overlooked. It's far too easy for some communities to be misunderstood. I mean, with one look, some think that's just the way they are. Is that still the way we look at one another? What a shame. What happened to love thy sisters and thy brothers? What happened to loving everyone equally? What happened to love? L-O-V-E. Or what about those kindergarten lessons we learned, like the freshness of those first few years of our lives on this earth, like the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you? Well, let me tell you right now that we are in need of someone who is ready and willing to bring about change. Someone ready to speak about truth, more than just talk but do, not sugarcoating but telling it like it is, giving our communities a hopeful boost, because if we don't, we'll keep losing our youth. We're in need of someone who is ready and willing to bring about change. And not that kind of change where 1 minute a title is attached to somebody's name, then suddenly broken promises fall like dying rose petals. Isn't it funny how easy it is to make promises of change, but things still seem to be the same? Well, I'm looking for that someone who has a plan that will breathe life into these streets that are suffocating. That someone who is actively seeking answers to dismantling these cycles of destruction, willing to face and answer those tough questions. The cost of change is 360 degrees. Understand that some things need to be rearranged. Someone must pay the dues because the cost of change just increased in value and we're running over in a debt that we can barely begin to pay off. And how do you put a price tag on another life lost? And there are some things that money just can't buy. The cost of change is 360 degrees. Understand that it is time for some things to be rearranged. We have been called here together, Baker for Change.
Yeah.
We must have hope in something that is greater than ourselves. Hope for our future. Not seeing things as they are, but instead as they can be. Baker for Change. Your time has come.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Baker for Change.